Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, your resident mama in Manila, and tonight we're out and about in BGC. Guys, thanks for joining me yet again on a Tuesday evening for some fun foodie conversations. I really appreciate you tuning in. So Manifesto Resto Bar is a place for gathering friends and family, bringing together diverse communities, all over good food, good cocktails, and of course, coming together with your friends. If you're watching live, you're watching on the Rappler YouTube, X, and Facebook profiles. Maybe you're also watching on the Momma in Manila Facebook profile. Go ahead and give us a shout out. Comment in the comment section. We want to hear from you. If your Manifesto if your fave is Manifesto, we want to hear what you enjoy when you come and visit. Joining me on cam today are partners Dawn Puno and Jade Magahum.
Yes.
So they're here and we're going to learn a lot about the vibe, the food, all the fun things that you guys have going on here now for more than a year.
Yes.
That's right.
So thanks for letting us invade.
Of course.
You're very welcome, Michelle.
Especially today, Michelle, because today is quite the special day for you,
Quite.
is it not? Is it not someone's birthday today?
A little birdie told me.
Yes, so today is my birthday, guys. I won't tell you how old I am. But it's okay. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I know you guys will make it very special.
Of course.
I am excited to learn more about Manifesto and, of course, to share it with all of our viewers. Guys, if you want to follow Manifesto BGC on Instagram and Facebook, go ahead and make sure you follow. And go ahead and share on the stories, of course, because they have some treats for you. 5 winners. So, Jade, tell us about Manifesto. What do you want people to feel when they walk in, or when they? Because this is the second location.
Yes, the second location.
There are a total of 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have one location in Makati. This one is the second one, and the third one is in Iloilo. So Manifesto in general is very community-centered. So when people walk in, we love for them to feel cozy, comfortable, and at home. So we don't want people to come in here and feel like they can feel time.
Right.
So we want time to be flying by. They don't have to be in a rush. They can sit down, enjoy a good meal with good company, and really enjoy the moment with their family and friends.
Yes, that sounds like my kind of place, Dawn.
Yeah, mine too. It is.
Right?
That's right. Time flies real fast when you're having fun in a place and enjoying the food and enjoying the ambiance. So,
Of course. But so, Jade, this is the second location. The third is in Iloilo. Is this your first restaurant venture?
Yes, it is. Yes, my mom and I, this is our first time really having a passion project of our own that really reflects her love for food.
Yes.
So we're very excited to be running this, and especially with Dawn here, it's been such a ride.
Not only a ride, but I feel like it's been very successful. If you already have 3 branches with more to come, right? 3 locations and more to come. Dawn, you're no stranger to resto bars.
No stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is. I know we were told not to get too much into it,
But here we are.
Let's congratulate you guys, right? So it's more than a year. You guys are here. Cheers to that, and cheers to good drinks and good food and good friends, right?
Indeed.
That's good. So you started very early.
I did. I started fairly young. It was an interesting situation. I'll try to keep this brief. But,
under strict instruction.
I expound too much, apparently. But
That's
yeah.
all. I love a good story, Don.
All right,
But we do only have about 45 minutes.
Okay, then yeah, we'll keep it real brief. So basically, when I was 15 years old is when I got my start in the industry, and it happened in a strange way because my dad wanted me to be really cool in school.
Okay.
He wanted me to make friends very quickly.
That-
so the way to do that was...
That is an awesome dad.
Isn't it?
Thinking that like you need to have a bar to be cool.
Exactly. So
Green
that's
dad.
so. This was Manila in the '90s.
Right.
So I was 15 years old. The rules were pretty loose, fast and loose back then.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, my dad
It was
was a
different
partner.
back then.
Very different. So
When
my
we
dad,
were kids.
My dad was a partner in this place called Limits.
Mm-hmm.
It was in St. Francis Square across Mega Mall back then. And yeah, he just said, just promote for the bar. Bring all of your high school friends. And as long as you looked, back then, if you looked tall enough,
Right.
that was pretty
It
much
was different
enough.
back then. It
Yeah.
really was different back
Yeah,
then.
it really was. So that's how I got my start in the business. Yeah.
And so since then, obviously, you've learned a thing or two about resto bars and what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
And even now, though, I mean, if I think about, we say it was different back then. I know because I was also trying to get into different resto bars
Right.
back in New York as well, right? But how has it changed? I mean, if you've been in this industry for decades, right?
It's funny. It's changed a lot, and it also hasn't changed.
Okay.
Also, and I think in the sense that Filipinos in general have a certain way of partying and relating to one another in
Right.
a way that a lot of other places around the world, they don't really have that kind of like connection.
We are a little unique.
We are very unique.
A little.
In that sense. Like I'll give you an example. Like I had a nightclub also in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I guess
Very
the big-
well-known one.
Yeah, it's a well-known one. And
Yeah.
the biggest difference also is kind of just how people there's a little bit more standoffish in America, I'd say, or in other parts of the world. Sometimes there's a certain warmth that Filipinos have, especially when you're drinking. with them.
Especially if we've had a couple.
Exactly.
Right.
So if we've and I think that's
There's that
something-
community building.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a community.
Here it is.
Here it is. Cheers to
Cheers,
that.
guys.
Okay. So that really kind of, I think, is what sets us apart. Now, I think the things that have changed over the years, well, technology is a thing,
Right.
right? So that's definitely different. Back then, we were on the phone sending messages via the operator. And
Not
having
that
them
long
repeated.
ago,
Do you remember those alphanumeric pagers and all those
Pagers,
things?
yes.
And
That's
then-
why it's Kitchen 143.
Yeah.
Kitchen, I love you.
Yes.
Right? So Nino and I are obviously, guys, you figured that out a long time ago. We're of that generation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we weren't leaving messages with operators.
No, they did. They had that here. They had that here. It was the weirdest thing. Anyway, I'm dating myself.
You are.
And there's
I
a younger
can't
person in the room
Yeah.
that's
So
going to
let's
get alienated.
ask Jade. Jade, tell us about the dish we have. We have a few dishes here that are perfect for bar chow and for
Yes.
hanging out and drinking with friends.
Yes, well, these are a few staple dishes.
Okay, we'll start with this one.
This one is Caesar chicken salad. So this one, well, actually, my mother loves Caesar salads. Like, she's genuinely passionate about them.
Okay.
So we hope that this reflects like the flavors that are authentic to Caesar salads and without any of the crazy additions. Like, we just want it to be like authentically the way it is, to be enjoyable to the palate.
A good Caesar salad.
Yeah.
And there's another salad on the other end of the table. We'll just hold it up
Yes.
like this so the camera can see it. And then this one this looks like a wedge.
Yes, this is a wedge. This is one of my personal favorite salads,
Okay.
actually. The wedge. When I was younger, when I was living in the States, I worked at a steakhouse, and one of the staples of any steakhouse is a good wedge salad. So I was
yes,
like, we
it is.
also need to have a good wedge salad.
Excellent. So I'm going to try a little bit, of course, because you guys know I love Caesar salad. But Dawn, I do want to ask you, you said technology has changed.
Yeah.
But, people, when they come to a resto bar, they obviously, we want to enjoy, we want to make new friends, bond. How much of, when you started all those years ago, how much has it changed in terms of addressing your clientele?
Well, I'd say, okay, so in the beginning, our clientele, well, there was a lot more emphasis maybe back then on the entertainment being more live music. I think at those early days was more,
Right.
the DJs were kind of new. That whole concept of DJing in general was a little bit new and up and coming in the 90s, right?
People preferred bands.
People did prefer bands,
Yeah.
and actually we did host several, marquee bands at the time. Like we had the original South Border, the original Side A. A lot of those guys played there. Actually, fun fact: in 1996, the Backstreet Boys played at my
Shut
club.
up!
Yeah. So
So they came to the Philippines.
they came to the Philippines. This is actually before they even broke it in the States. Actually, a month and a half later is when they broke in the States. And so, yeah, I was.
So you saw it here first.
I saw it here first. I was actually
at Limits.
yes,
my God.
at Limits back then. So it's pretty cool story. The institutional knowledge I have of that.
Salad is great. Salad is great.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so what can we expect on the menu when we come and visit? Because salads are great. Do you have vegetarian items?
Of
John
course.
said something about a steak. I know we're going to see some meaty items later. A good wedge always goes with a great steak.
Of course. Well, our menu is very diverse. It's international cuisine, which is a reflection of my mom's travels all around the world, which she tried to put together in like a gift parcel
For everyone who
for
comes
everyone
in.
to enjoy on the menu.
Right, and so do you get to travel with her too?
Of course, yes. So she took me on my first Euro trip when I was 15. And while I was there, we went to Europe. We went to Italy. And while we were in Italy, I tried my first ever carbonara. And oh my gosh, when I tell you, I fell in love and begged my mom to put it on the menu during the pandemic. And she did. So her carbonara is my favorite.
So you guys opened the first branch in Salcedo Village after the pandemic, or was it in the middle
It's
of the
2021.
2021? So
Yeah,
that's
so
still
like-
in the thick of it.
I know.
That was things didn't really open up until 2022.
I know.
What were some of those challenges? Who opens a restaurant in the middle of the pandemic?
Oh my gosh. Apparently we were crazy enough to do so.
But look,
But it paid off.
it obviously was a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were lucky enough to be able to open as the service to citadines, Salcedo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
So we were connected to a
fantastic.
hotel, and that helped us so much to survive through the pandemic and really build before the economy boomed again, before people were coming out again.
Right.
So by the time people were ready to leave the house, here was Manifesto,
And it was
shiny
there.
and new,
Right.
and we popped, which was so good.
Excellent. So it was a good time.
It was, yeah, it was.
Right?
It was
So,
fantastic.
but you have obviously the knowledge and the experience from, kind of coming out of the pandemic, right?
Yes, it was definitely tough because consumer behavior is changing. Of course, through the pandemic, like people were shifting online, and their preferences were changing, which it was so hard to monitor. But eventually, people just came to us because they loved the food.
Right.
Yeah, so it was very authentic in that sense, very organic, where we didn't have to do so many gimmicks for them to come back because they
Because
just
the food
liked
was
the food.
good.
Yeah.
The food was good. And guys, the menu is very comforting. There's pasta, there's pizzas, there's Sammy's, there's breakfast, and there's this sausage platter that I want to show you guys, which is perfect for when you're hanging out, listening to some of the DJs that come in. You guys have DJs,
Yeah.
right? This looks like it's 4 different types of sausages that we have here. So there's something for everyone.
Yes, that's correct. Actually, these two are the same.
Okay.
And then I think these are different.
Okay, so
ones. Yeah.
At least, there's different.
variety.
There's
Yeah,
a variety.
There's a variety. There's a variety.
And
yeah.
for the dipper in me, there's lots of
Dips.
dips.
I
Lots
love
of
dips.
mustards.
I'm
I
a
love
dip
dips
girl.
up
Yes.
here.
I
love
just can't eat
dips
it
too.
dry.
I love dips, but there is also obviously. I'm going to move this away, but before I move it away, I want to get a bite.
Okay. Of course. Me too.
Right?
You're not alone.
Because I think there's other stuff coming out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dip and take, and then we can pass. Here, we'll put this here. All right. So we can pass this down. So this obviously must be very popular when we're all hanging out.
Yes, this is
Sitting around the table, having conversation. And right now there's no music, but normally the music sets the vibe.
Yeah,
also,
it sets the mood.
Right?
And this is like the perfect food to share when you're just sitting around the table listening to the DJs, just speaking kwentuhan or whatever it is. it's food that brings everybody together, and it's also very easy to attack.
It is.
I think that's a very important, undervalued thing sometimes.
Well, it is, because when you go out drinking and you're hanging out with your friends and you're having all these different conversations, and especially it's Burr month, so now everybody's doing the reunions and the gatherings, right? So let's move this down. I'll take a chip too. And I think something else is coming. So we can move this down and the
we still have that
salad.
wedge there as well, so here's some extra sauce.
So were
for
we
that.
able to show the wedge? Because this really
Yes,
is.
I believe we were able
Did we
to,
share that? Because the wedge is fantastic, which always goes great with steak, you mentioned, right? And now I know you lived for some time in LA, right?
I did. I actually worked at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse when I was younger, so that's kind of where I got my love for
for the wedge,
for the wedge,
For the
and for the
wedge.
steaks, and
Right.
all of those things. Yeah.
How about Laurie's with the
Lori's is also good.
the spinning?
Morton's
right?
is also good. They're
Morton's
opening
is
one
coming
here. Yeah, I
Morton's
saw.
is coming here. Thank you, Bistro
Yeah.
Group. So
You're welcome.
yeah. So,
For the
but
plug.
right, but you guys have steak.
Yes, we
You
do.
have
We
Wagyu,
yeah.
you have like all different
Angus
kinds of
steak.
steak
Yeah.
that we can
Yes.
talk about. Why don't we talk about that? Because obviously we want to talk about your steak.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, steaks are also one of my mom's favorite foods. Of course, it's kind of a guilty pleasure, but we're quite picky with steaks. So my mom will not eat it unless she knows 100% that it's good and juicy inside. So the steaks that we have here were also curated by her in choosing the steak itself, the cut, and also, of course, the source.
Right.
So with our steaks here, we have the Japanese Wagyu. Of course, you need a Japanese Wagyu steak. They do
Right.
it the best. So
Right, and Wagyu is so popular now. I actually just also learned there's such a thing as like 50% Wagyu and 50% Angus. Have you tried this type of steak?
Is it a crossbreed?
It's a crossbreed, and so it has all the meaty goodness of like an Angus and the tender of the tender
sounds
fatty of the
fantastic.
Wagyu.
That I
right?
have not tried that, but I am curious to try
It's
it.
pretty incredible. There is a supplier that does it that provides it here. So.
Right.
my God.
I will definitely
Thank you
check
for the
that out.
idea.
Thanks for
Yes.
the tip. Because I'm actually, when it comes to my steak, I generally lean towards the Angus Prime
Right.
steaks. Like
Right.
that, they
Me
have
too.
a little more.
I need more bite.
Yeah, me too. I need more bite.
I need more. I love Wagyu. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Every now and then I can, but then it's if it's very rich, it's also
It's like
right?
it's like eating foie gras,
Yeah.
like a big
Yeah.
pound of foie gras. But I think Wagyu is good. I think it's best when it's sliced thin,
Yeah.
right?
We all
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah, we
I
can
agree.
all
Okay.
agree on that.
We all
Yeah,
agree.
We all agree on
But
that.
we do have pescatarian
Yes, we
options
do.
here on the
Of course,
menu,
yes.
right?
Yes.
This is
So
a-
I think this is a great dish to go into. This looks fabulous, and the portions are huge.
Yes.
Your portions are very
Come,
generous.
come hungry.
Yes, I'm hungry. We'll take care of you.
Right? So tell us what we have here.
This is sea bass. So this dish was inspired by my mom's travels to San Sebastian. So that's a Basque country, and they're very seafood focused.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have a lot of seafood, and we wanted to make this dish to kind of bring that home because my mom loved it so much, and we didn't want her to miss it too much.
So mom travel. Is she a chef? Or she just is a foodie who likes to bring home these delicious dishes for everyone to try?
She's a mother who loves food.
She's just like me. I think we would get along.
You would. Maybe we should invite her over here.
Get along perfectly.
You would.
So sea bass, I'm going to dig in. I'm going to take a bite.
Yeah,
Please.
dig in and keep in mind a
we're pairing.
white Zinfandel is a
Yes.
pretty good
Okay,
pairing
so we're
for the
pairing.
sea bass.
Wait, question. Do you guys do pairing dinners and different
Yeah,
things
we-
like that here?
We do that on occasion.
Okay.
We're going to start doing more of them as well with some of the menu items that we have. We have new menu items that we're introducing to you today.
Okay, so this is a new menu item.
Yes.
All right. So this is the sea bass. I want to get some of that. I didn't use my spoon yet, so I'm going to get some of that salsa,
Salsa and the chimichurri. Yeah.
So when Mom comes up with, these, when you guys travel, and I'm going to put these here so you guys can use them also. And they come up with these, you try these dishes and you want to bring them back to Manifesto. What's the process? Like, does Mom get in the kitchen? Do you work with the chef? Like, what happens?
Well, of course, my mom gets inspired, comes home, then talks to our executive chef, Leonard Rodriguez, and together they produce these dishes via his skills, his execution skills,
right,
and my mom's palate.
So it's really a collaboration,
yes,
of what you and your mom envision for the menu, and then the ambiance of how to bring people in and what keeps people here,
yes,
and the executive chef being able to execute what you guys envision.
Yes, we're very lucky to have him because he does it quite well.
He does. The sea bass is fantastic. The salsa and the chimichurri just brighten it up. It's cooked perfectly, and I love that it has those mashed potatoes. Dawn, I know you guys do like events and different things here, and I know this is really the perfect space in terms of, it's not too big, it's not too small. You have about 80 seats that you can fill.
Yes, that's right.
And then of course standing, there's more. But a lot of your recent, when I was talking to you and Nicola, you were saying that you're getting booked a lot for the holidays. So if you're thinking about your holiday party, go ahead and book already because they're getting booked, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You have an event coming up.
Yes, I have a real estate networking event coming tomorrow, actually.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Hello.
Oh, hey, excuse me.
Hi.
I didn't know you were even there.
Hi,
Hey.
Michelle. How are ya?
Hi. Nice.
Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
I'm John.
Yeah.
John Dang, and tomorrow I'm throwing my first global real estate networking event for anybody who's really interested in investing in properties overseas,
Right.
or anybody in the industry. So it's going to be a great networking event, and this is my first one, and we wanted to create an event space or put it in an event space that was nice and intimate, so everyone could get to know each other.
Right.
And this was the perfect place. It wasn't too big, like you said.
Yeah.
Maybe about 70 people. And so this was a great space for this. So I would definitely recommend, if anybody wants to throw events here for business or personal reasons, this is a great place to start.
Yeah.
And these are the great, Dawn and Nicola are great hosts as well.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that the event will be a huge success. So if you guys want to follow John, what's your handle?
My Instagram is JohnDang808. Unfortunately, our event is full tomorrow. But
Okay.
we're gonna be announcing our next event coming up soon, probably sometime in November.
And you can watch it
Awesome.
live as well, just
Yeah.
like you're
Oh,
watching
so you're
this.
gonna go
You're gonna
live.
on,
Yes.
live
Oh,
on
fant-
Discord, right?
Yeah, we're going live on Discord and IG and Facebook and YouTube.
That's
Sorry.
awesome.
Yeah, so just follow my handle, and I hope to meet you eventually.
Excellent. And so, yeah, if anyone also has any other questions, you can contact Manifesto BGC. They're organizing a second event together, right? So that'll be later in the month. I know tomorrow is sold out. So I'm so glad to meet you. I know my husband is probably more glad to meet you. He follows you. I know that when he saw you and Nicola, he was like really excited to see. Tomorrow is going to be lots of fun.
Yeah,
right?
I'm also hosting that event for John, so that should be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, you could actually host now if you like.
Oh, sure, yeah. So, welcome to my show, Kitchen 143, with my guests, Michelle and Jade. No, I'm just kidding.
It's my
this is your show.
birthday.
It's your, it's your show. It's your
Cheers.
show.
Thanks,
So,
John.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
I look
you.
forward to seeing you guys there.
Awesome. Yes,
All
for
right.
sure.
Bye, buddy.
Thanks, John.
All right, guys,
All
so
right.
you can go ahead and check it out. It'll be live streamed on Discord. You can also follow Manifesto BGC, and if you have any questions about the event with John, Nicola's there to answer them also, and Dawn and Jade. Obviously, the events that you are cultivating and curating here for customers and the community, right?
Yes.
So this obviously, real estate is something we are all invested in.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So-
so as far as events go, you know, I've been doing a lot of events, obviously,
Right.
for many, many years. Not
Give him a
just
push.
we also do like concerts, and I've done concerts in the past. I've done events in the past, and this space is a little. It's a really nice space. It's like a Goldilocks kind of space, like not too big,
right.
not too small,
Right.
just right. And you know it, and I think it really matches kind of where I am in life right now.
Okay.
Where I'm not really trying to, you know, fill like a giant stadium or anything
Right.
like that.
So you're not
or-
looking
or-
at like a super club.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
doing
looking at
super
some-
clubs anymore.
You don't need to do that anymore.
I don't really need
We
to
actually
do
want to
that.
have a conversation across the table.
Yeah.
Does that jive with you, Jade? I mean, I know
course.
we're a little bit older, but is that something that you and your friends also enjoy?
Of course, yes. Actually, the dynamic between Don and I. Oops, sorry, my mic. Oh,
That's
no.
okay.
Yeah. The dynamic between Don and I is quite interesting because I feel like Don has more stamina than I do in parties.
It's just muscle memory.
I don't know about that. He's really good at what he does. And me, I'm taking all of the knowledge that I can get from him and trying to absorb some of the stamina.
The learning mindset is what keeps us young and keeps us just improving on everything we do. And I think that's amazing. It's good that you have that learning mindset. So guys, I want to tell you about the sea bass. I did say it was fresh, it was tender, it was flaky, perfect with the mashed potatoes, but completely on the other side of that, we have this new dish that just came out. It looks just as pretty and tender. One of my faves, actually. Jade, do you want to tell us what's here?
Of course, this is an osso buco, which is another one of our favorites. This was inspired from my mom's travels in Spain, where
Okay.
she fell in love completely with this dish, and I did too. So I'm really excited to try this. We hope it's very tender inside if everything went well.
Now, have you guys, you've tested all of these dishes. This is part of the new Christmas menu. This is, you know, the holiday menu. So when someone books a private party and says, I want to have, you know, my law firm is having our annual Christmas party.
Yeah.
We can choose from some of these dishes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I'm gonna get a little bit here. Guys, you know me, I don't normally dig into everything, but this looks delicious and I'm really excited. I see that risotto, that Milanese risotto, and of course it's all there, super tender and ooey gooey. So holiday menu, is it like a set menu? Like what can we choose from? Like we have a party of 50 people.
Okay, so there are a variety of dishes on there. We have lamb shank, this osso buco, the sea bass that you just saw, prime rib. So all of the goodies.
Risotto's done perfectly.
All of the goodies for people who really want a full belly and to enjoy their meals.
Meaty dishes, hearty dishes that are comforting. Guys, go ahead and follow Manifesto BGC both on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you download the Rappler Communities app. Join the food and travel chat because we want to hear from you. How are you guys going to be celebrating this holiday season? It's October 15th, my birthday. Maybe have a birthday wish for me. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to wish me a happy birthday too.
Well,
I'll take it.
I wish for you to try the ossobuco with
I'm ready.
the Chianti
Yeah. Okay.
as a pairing as well.
Tender. So good. Ossobuco is one of my faves.
Cheers.
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 So good. I want to take a bigger bite.
You
You guys are going to have to tell a story.
Sure, we can
Oh my
tell a
gosh.
story. Okay, let's see. What did I think the next dish will be the lamb shank that's coming
Yes,
up,
the lamb
right?
shanks. coming.
Okay.
And so that I'm a big lamb guy.
And lamb has to be done right.
Yes,
You know,
and-
like
It really
if it's
does.
not, it kind of has that gamey taste.
Yes, exactly. Gamey, and you get very, very reliant on
Mint
like
jelly.
mint jelly.
Yeah.
You know, just like if it's too gamey, just slap some jelly
Slap
on
some
it.
jelly on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So actually, I'm proud to report that we do not
So
have
good.
to do that with our lamb, but I do believe I want to try this myself. As
Okay,
well.
I'll pass it. I'm not kidding.
I'm going to try to...
Okay, we just have our napkins.
Move these items
they might
along.
blow away. So that's delicious. Now,
me get it
these
back.
are obviously dishes that have to be made way in advance.
Yeah.
Yes, we need
So
about
if-
3 days of 2 to 3 days of advance notice.
Okay, I'm gonna
Because
put a little
of the
spoon.
preparation, this stuff is
I mean, this is a serious
marinated.
dish.
Yeah, it's marinated for quite some time. I think you can show tell about the process a little more.
Yeah,
than I
do
can.
you want to talk about the process? Because I know you enjoy cooking too.
I do, yes, but I'm more of a pasta cooker.
Okay.
My mom is the meat expert. But these dishes take quite a while because they need to be done perfectly for them to come out right. Like the cooking time, the temperatures, especially this osso buco and the prime rib. So we're quite OCD about how long and for how hot it is when we cook it.
Yeah. Well, osso buco is a very special dish. I have yet to try making it. I always order it when I'm out and I see it. But guys, what you can't see is that Dawn is literally cutting it with a teaspoon. That's
Yeah.
how tender
Yeah,
it is.
I am.
It's so tender.
Yeah, so let's
And-
take the chunky part right here, and then this
And
is a
it's-
spoon, and it just
You can
Look at that.
like
Just
goes
see
right in.
how
Right.
tender
Yeah.
and delicious
Very,
it
very
is.
tender.
The risotto is done perfectly. You know, Nino and I started watching this show on Netflix. It's like a Korean Master Chef, but it's not.
I was watching
Did you
it
see
last
that?
night. My wife was watching it last night. Nicole
Right?
and I. Mhm.
And we're like hooked on it.
it's intense.
We're so invested, and the competition is so incredible.
Yeah.
But mafia chef, I can't, because they don't even give. It's black against white,
Uh-huh.
so it's like master chefs, trained chefs against self-made chefs,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh my God.
So,
Yeah.
so smaller restaurants where they actually some are self-taught.
Yeah.
But they literally they're black and white. They wear black and white, and the black chefs aren't even given their real names. Like they're not known by names. They're only known by nicknames. And Mafia Chef made a fantastic risotto. And we all know that risotto can make or break a dish if it's not done
Absolutely.
well.
Yes,
right?
that's very
So
true.
this risotto is done perfectly. It's al dente. Can you say risotto is al dente? I don't
Yes.
think you
Yes,
can.
yeah.
You-
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
meant to be
you
a-
don't want
Yeah.
it to be
Yeah,
mushy.
you don't want
No.
mushy. No, you don't.
Because
want
mushy is not risotto.
No.
And you're not
Right.
risotto. So we have this very delicious Italian dish. But your mom first had it in Spain, right?
Yes, yes. And actually, I'm in love with risotto right now. We actually just came back from a Euro trip, and our obsession for this chapter was risotto. So I'm so glad.
In fact, she still has jet lag.
yeah, I still
that-
do. You just
She
got
just
back.
arrived
arrived.
yesterday.
Yes. Oh my
That's
God.
why she's here today. And that's why we're here today.
Yeah.
Because you just arrived.
Yes.
So can we expect to see some more risotto dishes from your travels?
Today, no, but definitely we're working on cooking up some more.
Yeah.
Right. So that's another thing that I like, Dawn, when I was here probably about a month ago and I was talking to Nicola and Angelo, right? About featuring you guys because I was excited to feature you. The menu was a little different,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you kind of change and evolve and
Yes.
see.
Yes. Yes. You know, just like in any industry, you gotta, innovate, and we want to keep the bar moving in terms of the menu items that we can serve. And if we have the capacity to make awesome ossobuco and lamb shank, well, I would be crazy not to put it on there, right? So that's exactly why it's here today. And so I think you can vouch it's good.
Now, are these servings that we can expect to see when we have? These are the servings.
These are
Yes.
the servings.
They're like, you should share that with 3 people. I would want. That's a big serving.
It is a big serving, yeah. Yeah, but that's really how. I mean, I'm a hungry person, so and I also like to share, and I think that's
Sharing
also
is caring.
And
Sharing
sharing
is
is caring, and I
caring.
think that's part of it also.
I
is
think
like-
that's very Filipino and Italian at the
Yes,
same time.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because like you can see Filipinos like to serve things family style, just like the Italians. The Italians
Yeah.
bring out big bowl of pasta,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? I have my grandmother's bowl of pasta. You know, comes to the table and everybody gets served from the same bowl.
Yeah. I've experienced that whole Italian American vibe as well, where they're very caring, very sharing, and they're very loud.
Yes, we are. We're very loud.
Very loud. You know, I always have an opinion on something. You know? Yeah.
For sure. Which I don't think is. I mean, I think sometimes the Filipino side, my Filipino side, is very loud as well. Right. So here, it's, you know, we were saying how earlier we can sit across the table and have a conversation.
Yes.
You guys do have DJs that come in.
Yes, so we do have DJs that come in on the weekdays. We usually do an opening and closing set, so 2-hour sets starts at 10 to 12 after dinner, and then 12 to
That's
2.
perfect.
Yeah, and you know, we pretty much close it down by 2. On a very, very busy night, we might close at 3. But that's it for me. I can't go.
And it's
go
because
longer
you
than
have
that.
your own
Yeah.
entrance. You're not in a mall. You
That's
can
right.
do that.
We actually we're in an office building, and technically they're not all populated, and above us is 3 floors of parking. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we really
So
don't
you're not
have-
bothering anybody.
We're not bothering anybody. Yeah.
Lots of room to play.
Absolutely. Play and hang out and spend time with the friends. And definitely now, because it's also October. And I feel
Right.
like everybody's gearing up for the holidays, right?
That's right.
It's Q4. We're fixing everything and wrapping it up.
Yep.
2024 was a good year.
Yep.
It
yep.
was definitely lots
Yeah.
of learning curves.
See, learning mindset. I love that,
Yeah.
Jade. I love that. So, Dawn, what does like a typical day in Manifesto look like? Because we've seen some bar dishes, we've seen salads, we've seen these beautiful entrees that are perfect for holidays if you wanted to have a holiday party here.
Yeah.
I also saw menu items that were good for breakfast.
Yes, we do have a lot of breakfast items when people come. I guess so. To start the day, we have. I don't know if you can see back there. We have quite the coffee machine in the back over there, and we do really
Yes, you do.
really great espressos and cappuccinos and really excellent coffee drinks. So we attract a lot of the office workers that are living in the area. People
Good
want to
coffee.
start their day with really good coffee. That's something that we definitely provide. And then, you know, we have a good brunch crowd as well.
Okay.
You know, upscale brunch, sophisticated brunch.
Well, there's
type
a
of
lot of residential places right around.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've
right
got
across.
Pacific Plaza's close by, which
Right.
is a really good condo
Yeah.
as well. And then, you know, we go into lunch, and then, you know, the business lunches usually happen here. We'll have their meetings. We have a very popular private room here as well that a lot of companies like to book out for meetings and presentations and the like. And then once that lunch crowd starts to die down, we move into, of course, dinner service.
Right.
And then
And full dinner.
full dinner
Right.
dinner service.
Yes.
And then we kind of change the vibe of the throughout the day by just rearranging the curtains.
Right. I don't know if they can see the
Yeah.
curtains for sure.
So during the day we open it up so we get more natural light in, and then as the day progresses and it progresses into nighttime, we put
Draw the curtains.
We draw
Yeah,
the
we draw
curtains
the
down.
curtains.
We start putting the accent lights up. We put our projector on in the back. And,
There, I wonder
Yes.
if they can see that. I hope they can.
Yeah, it
it's a
should be-
black and white film.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Ooh,
kind
they're
of
fighting.
We kind of wanted, yeah, we kind of wanted, we wanted to have kind of like a, you know, like a throwback kind of vibe, especially with our nightlife kind of things, because, you know, we're trying to go for a more sophisticated crowd. However, we found that a lot of people Jade's age also tend to come as well. So we're
they
reaching
enjoy-
all audiences here,
They
all
enjoy
generations.
chic, they enjoy sophisticated, they enjoy
Yes.
good food,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Right.
So some of the brunchy brunch items, guys, you guys know I love brunch just as much as I love afternoon tea. Of course, they have a great eggs benny.
Yeah.
And
Love
when
it.
you're looking for even the tosilogs or the tapsilogs, any of the Filipino, so you have both Filipino breakfasts and
Yes,
um,
and
your
intercontinental
avo
breakfasts.
toast, right? And
Yeah.
you were saying there was another one that was really popular with the smoked salmon.
The eggs Marlboro.
The eggs Marlboro, yes.
We have more wine that is going to be served with this next dish that came out, but I think I'm a little tipsy already.
Then we're doing our job.
I've just had a
That's
few sips. I
Drink
promise,
more.
Jaira. I've just had a few sips. Okay, so we have another meaty dish on the table, and while this looks a little bit similar, it's very different.
Yes, it is very
Tell
different.
us what we have here, so I will show.
Don
the
looks like he's
camera.
about to.
I know he was
So-
ready.
No, I'm making
He's
room.
moving the
I
osso
know,
out of
he's
the way. You
moving
saw
closer.
that, right?
Yeah, he's leaning in. He's
Keep
primed.
it moving, keep it moving,
We gotta
plates,
get it
keep
down
it
to the
moving.
other side of the table. So let's
Okay.
tell them what we have here.
So we have a braised lamb shank here. How long do we cook that for exactly? I know your
A
mom's-
while.
A long,
A long
a
while.
fairly
So
long
this is
time.
not something you can
Yeah.
come in and just order on the
No,
spot.
we'll have to order that ahead of time, but it's well worth it. And that's a bed of garlic mashed potatoes and roasted
Fresh
vegetables.
veggies, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's a lamb shank and it's done right. So I would just attack it and then go
Okay.
from there. Yeah.
Do you want to attack?
No, of course,
No,
ladies.
You'll-
You'll
the
let
ladies
me.
first.
You'll let me dig in. This is like the true test here, no? Because we don't have like the serving.
know.
We're just using a little teaspoon,
Yeah.
guys. Can
See?
you
And
see
there it goes.
how
Right through.
tender this is? And so that means it's obviously been braised for a very long time. I'm excited to try this. Perfect. My sleeves are a little bit big, so I'm having trouble. I like the big sleeves. So you guys serve yourselves while
you.
we're talking. So, Dawn, this is the second location. So the first was in Salcedo Village, opened in 2021. This opened in 2023. So you guys just had like almost a year anniversary just a little while ago in August,
did,
right?
That's right.
Yes.
That's
Happy
right.
anniversary. We should drink to that. Which
Yes.
wine should we drink now?
The newest one.
The newest one.
Yeah.
To go with the lamb.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. What one is that?
Let me check my código.
Your código. Isn't that good?
Merlot, of course. Merlot, which
Yes.
is a pairing for lamb shank.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. So I know we have a couple of other dishes coming out. We also have desserts. You guys have everything from brunch, and I saw pizza, pasta, the carbonara.
Yes.
You were talking about the carbonara.
I
You
know.
guys perfected that, no?
We did during the pandemic. I was begging my mom for it every day, so we really cooked it and cooked it and cooked it. And when we perfected it, I swear, 3 years later, I haven't tried another carbonara that was better than. Sorry to be narcissistic.
Not well, you must know a good
You're just
carbonara
proud
then.
of it.
And you can be
Right.
proud of that for sure. This lamb is delicious. So I have a confession. I don't normally like lamb.
That's not too gamey, though, is it?
No. No. This is good. There's a little bit of tang. The garlic mashed potatoes is very earthy and yummy and creamy. I'm very much enjoying this one. So I will
Yeah.
have a sip. I know we have something else coming out.
Yes,
Yes,
we do.
of course. We have a prime rib coming out.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Super exciting.
I've been on the show several times already, so I figure it's my turn.
It's your turn, Dawn. It's your turn. I was hoping Nicola could join us too.
She might be able to.
Maybe she'll pop in.
Maybe she'll pop in fairly soon.
So you brought us through like a day in the
Yeah.
life of what it would be like. And then we talked about, we even met John and how you
Right.
guys are hosting different events here.
Yeah.
You guys have any other big events for the month of October?
We do, of course. Halloween is a big event.
Halloween is
that's-
always a big event.
Halloween is a really big event.
So what's coming on? What's going on for Halloween?
It's called Incognito. It's like a masquerade type ball situation.
That looks great.
And that's going to be on Thursday, October 31. I'd be remiss also not to mention we have a throwback R&B night called Allure happening on October 25.
Okay, save a seat for me there.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of sexy 90s R&B sounds, which
is
we are very big fans
we
of.
are.
Yeah, come check that out. It's actually, I know from time to time, a common friend of ours plays at that event. He's also our promoter. Rafa Cruz and Alec Yabut tend to use Scratch Mark.
Scratch Mark is such an amazing guy. He's also an advocate. He helps us out every year. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and invite you to our event. Best Buddies Philippines is hosting an inclusive dance night on Sunday at the Silo. Do I say the Silo? No, at Silo.
Silo.
And that's on Sunday night at the Palace at 4 p.m. So kids, adults, teens with disabilities will be hanging out. Scratch Mark will be spinning for us, and we're so grateful for everyone who has made that possible, because that's one of our biggest fundoisers of the year. So
I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely be there on Sunday.
Awesome.
That should be a lot of fun.
We're looking forward to cutting a rug. Do you know what that means?
No. I just nodded and hoped you would buy it.
Cutting a rug. It's like, it means we're going to get on the dance floor together.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. So, okay, we have some beautiful cuts of meat on the table. Not just one, but two. Let's start with this one, and then you guys tell everybody what we have here. This is amazing.
I believe we have a
prime rib.
Prime rib.
A prime rib done well and right.
Exactly. And when we say done well, we don't mean well done.
No.
Because nobody does that here.
That's a crime.
Right? So we have prime rib. These feel like amazingly special dishes, right? Like if you're going to celebrate, so this is perfect for celebrations, you host parties. You know, it's not just also about the business lunches or the gatherings where everybody is trying to wrap up the end of the year. This is something that, you know, I would like, my family, we would love to come in and sit down for a nice dinner, maybe in the private room. How many seats does the private room sit?
10?
That's perfect.
Yes.
That's good for a nice quiet family dinner if you wanted to have that, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
good for the whole family. I mean, in terms of looking at the options that you have on the menu and this new holiday menu as well.
We also have a big screen in there for anyone who has like a meeting that they want to do any kind of
Okay,
like
so you can-
presentations or things like that.
Business lunches
Business
talaga.
lunches are also good.
Business lunches talaga. I mean, you could have your presentation there.
Yes, people love it for business lunches here. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. So just to talk about the other items here, so we have the jus sauce for the prime rib. We also serve it with a cream spinach and 2 Yorkshire puddings, which is a very classical way of
That
experiencing
is.
prime rib.
That is.
So, yeah.
Are we going to dig in? I think
dig
we
in.
definitely
These
need...
are all, I believe these are the same. I think we just
Yeah.
had a lot
Yes.
of prime rib back there.
Well, that's
so-
awesome. More for me. It's
Yeah.
my birthday.
Yeah, one for you.
One for you. One just for me. I think we need to just get another serving.
Yes.
So
Can-
we'll ask
Let's
for...
see if we can.
What-
Anyone, please?
Anyone? So, guys, go ahead and download the Rappler Communities app.
Hello.
Make sure to join the Food and Travel channel.
We need
Manifesto is
utensils.
very generous. They're giving away 5 GCs that you can come in and claim in store in BGC, and that's
We
worth
need
3,000 pesos each. So you guys can come in and have a great time with your family and friends.
Oh, thank you.
And
No, we
obviously-
don't. We need something. Yes. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you guys?
I'm good.
We're
How are
good.
you? What's your name?
My name's Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. Thanks
Jerry.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Do you love coming here and enjoying
yeah.
the meals?
Yes,
What's
yes.
your favorite?
Fresh
I like the
cubiertos
osso
para
buco,
kay Lam.
but I like something that's not in the menu.
Oh, so is there ways we can order off the
Secret
menu?
menu.
Is
You're
there a
letting the
secret
whole
menu
world
out
know.
here
So
in Manifesto?
these are really great, right?
But
I'm not sure I want to share.
no,
But
that's not how we do
I
it
love
here.
the risotto.
You love?
Oh,
The
yeah,
crispy palate.
we have
Oh,
it.
you were talking about the crispy
Yeah.
pot.
I love the crispy palate. This
pork
one
knuckle.
are the classics, and they're wonderful.
Yes.
But sometimes, because I travel a lot and I just need my Filipino fix,
Oh, yeah.
so I come here.
So you can come for Filipino food. You can come for continental
It
food.
serves everybody.
There you go.
Yeah. You get something for, for everybody.
Thank you,
So
Jerry.
makes everybody happy.
It does.
Yeah.
And you just made us happy by sharing that. So you guys can come down and obviously get
And see
crispy
Jerry
pata
Lee.
too.
Thank you for having me. That was delish.
Would you like
like to
something?
steal a
We
bite?
do
Would you like some?
share.
Cannot wait
We
to
do
try
share.
the Christmas menu.
Yeah, we
This-
have,
yeah, so
we
this
have
is
a lot
it.
of it here if you'd like
Yes.
to try.
I will try the osso buco. That's actually
Yes,
my favorite.
sure.
I will take it off
Oh,
the table.
it's being hijacked. Okay, here.
Well, you know what, Jerry? Hashtag sharing is caring. We are all about sharing.
we're all
Thank
about
you
sharing.
so much.
Thanks for stopping by.
She came with a purpose. She did, and she followed through.
She came
She
with.
knew what she wanted,
And she went for
She
it.
came and she got it. She
That's
knew exactly how to do
That's
it.
right. That's
Jerry-
the modern woman, I tell
Jerry-
you.
Cheers to Jerry.
Cheers to Jerry.
Cheers to Jerry.
Here you go. Guys, if you know what you want and you want to come down here to Manifesto BGC, of course you can do that as well. We're here on 4th Ave,
Yes.
right?
That's right. 4th Avenue.
Perfect. Cheers. Cheers to Jerry.
Cheers to Jerry. Be like Jerry.
Yes. Is this, what one is this now? Because this is
We
for the prime
are
rib.
now at the Cabernet Sauvignon that
Yeah.
goes well with a prime rib.
Yeah.
All right. So I am just pouring a little bit of this on here. I took a little bit.
Take
She's
a little bit of
definitely
put
happy.
in. Yeah, we can.
She's definitely happy.
She's rejoicing in
She's
that osso
rejoicing
buco.
in the osso buco. I'm gonna get a little bit of cream spinach. So this feels like a holiday meal or a proper Sunday lunch.
Yes,
right.
it does. I'm a pretty big stickler about my cream spinach too. To
Are
be
you?
fair, because that was also one of the dishes that were in the steakhouse.
Yes, of course.
And,
in
I was
Ruth's Chris.
actually very happy with our rendition of it here. so.
Okay, I'm gonna leave these here so you guys can dig in. I'll leave the other one there. So we're coming almost to the end of the show. We've been here for quite a while, way longer than I think I originally told you, because we've just been having so much fun. But before we go on to like the really fun part where we close everything out, tell us about Incognito.
Dawn.
Yes, Incognito is going to be our Halloween event, and it's happening on Thursday, October 31. We're going to have a lineup of some really good DJs for that night, and we're also going to be giving away some interesting like party favors for the night, like some masks, and we're also going to have some specially themed drinks that
Oh,
we're going to have
fun.
for the night, as well
Super
as
fun.
we're currently in the process of experimenting with some spooky platters. You know, I know we like to have a lot of fun with our presentation here, so we want to do like something kind of like a little spooky, maybe a few flesh-themed items that are actually cold cuts, you know, things
Yes.
like that, you know. So again,
You can come in costume.
and of course, if you come in
Is there a
costume,
costume contest?
Absolutely, costume contest. We're going to give bottles away.
Wow,
for
fun.
winners and stuff. So,
And I'm
should-
competing.
You love Halloween as much as I do.
you know what? It's one of my favorite
It's
holidays.
fun. It's so fun.
I've had some pretty intense costumes in the past.
Do you and Nicola
as
do like
as a former actor, I like to get into character a lot of the time. So if there's a voice I can adopt,
You will.
I will. I'll do it.
Guys, I want to tell you about this primer. Oh my goodness!
Happy birthday to you.
Sweet.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my goodness! My whole family's here! Thank you! You guys are so sweet! Let me help you. Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
babe.
thank you! Guys, my family's here! Celebrating with me. Thank you!
Okay, Jelly, come on.
She's
Okay, yeah, that's a good spot right there.
Thank you guys. That's so sweet.
Little gift from
you.
us. We're so
you.
happy to have you here.
Thank you. And I love that I get to celebrate my birthday with all of you.
Oh my gosh, we're honored.
I won't cry.
Let's drink to that. New cocktails coming in right on time.
Perfect.
All
Okay,
right.
so this looks like an espresso martini.
This is one of our best-selling drinks here at Manifesto for the bar. This is our espresso martini. If you need a little bit of sweet and a little bit of pick-me-up in,
Yes.
in the evening, that's a good choice. This is our new rendition of our. It's not an espresso. It's an espresso rum-tini.
Oh.
So this uses a cream rum. So it's just a different take on the espresso martini thing. They have
So it's
totally
like creamy.
different.
It could even look like a cappuccino.
Right.
Right?
It's got its own. You'll see. It's got its own distinct character.
That's delicious. Oh, that's so well done.
Yum, 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 yum.
Espresso
This is the first time
martinis
you're
are
trying
really
this.
a really good thing.
First time I'm trying this.
These are
genuinely.
really a good thing. Espresso
Yeah.
martinis,
They
I think,
really
are
are.
my new fave.
And we have, like I said, we have a really awesome coffee machine back there, top of the line. So it only makes sense if we have really good espresso drinks. Yeah.
Fantastic. Guys, this has been so amazing. We have had such a good time. So we know about the Halloween party Incognito coming up on the 31st.
Right. So we have Allure on October 25. coming up.
Lure, which I will come, mark that on the calendar. It's an R&B night on the 25th. And then we also know that, in order to reserve, it's very easy to come down if you want to have holiday parties, gatherings of any sort,
Right.
small and large.
Yeah.
Right? And be sure to be on the lookout also for the upcoming real estate event with John.
Which is tomorrow.
Right?
Already.
So
Yeah.
they can stream that on Discord as well as look for the next one that they may be able to go ahead and join in November if you're going to do a round
Yes,
two.
correct,
Right? So guys, you can come down, you can have pizza, you can have pasta, you can have breakfast, brunch. Really great prime rib. I didn't even talk about that yet after I had a bite. I
That's
kept eating it, and then I got surprised by my whole family. I'm so glad that they were able to come down and celebrate with me. Makes 51, I said it, even more special. Okay, guys, are you ready for the end where we get to, we want the audience to kind of get to know you a little bit more, just with some fun facts and little things from maybe, things that we didn't get to touch on during the interview.
Sure,
I'm an
yeah,
open
game.
book.
You're ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay. So guys, before we get into it, make sure to download the Rappler Community app. Go ahead and join the Food and Travel channel. Tag me, say hello, wish me happy birthday if you like. And then, of course, tell us any of the things that you would want to try if you won one of the 5 gift certificates worth 3,000 pesos each that you can come in and claim in stores. You can come in and
sorry.
enjoy. That's okay.
I'm so clumsy.
Mazel tov.
Oh, yes, a spoon. Yeah, mazel tov. So a spoon, usually I think a fork is a boy and then a spoon is a girl. I don't know when
Or
they
is
say
it like the
right.
other way around?
Is it the
We
other
don't
way
know.
around? It's something.
We'll Google it later.
Someone's coming in sometime. So go ahead and do that. And of course, follow Manifesto BGC both on Instagram and Facebook and share that giveaway graphic on your stories. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Let's go.
All right. Who shaped your relationship with food?
Mom.
I know yours. It's your mom.
I love to talk about her.
I did.
You did.
I did because I was a real chubby kid, and I just went for all the food I could get. Yeah.
Favorite food as a kid?
Macaroni and cheese, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
Which I will not turn my nose up at Kraft macaroni
No.
and cheese.
Mine
Right?
was my mom's adobo.
Adobo. Is it still your favorite?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Favorite cuisine as an adult? Thank you.
Filipino and Italian.
And Italian.
Japanese.
I like Japanese. I like all as
Yeah.
well. Favorite food guru?
Food guru. Oh, man.
That stumped you.
Can I still say my mom?
Yes, you can still say your mom.
Okay, my mom.
My wife?
Awesome. Favorite dish to prepare?
Carbonara.
I actually dabble in Indian food at time to time. I do a pretty decent Indian curry, I think. And I tested it with an authentic Indian person, so they said it was, that's the
So it's
real
verified.
test. That's the real test.
It is the test. It is the test. I agree.
The only thing, it wasn't spicy enough, but other than that, it was fine.
He said it was
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Music in the kitchen, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
What's playing?
ABBA.
Michael Bublé.
Bublé.
Yeah, Michael
Nice.
Bublé.
I like
Yeah,
Bublé.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
a little
Love
bit
it.
of Michael. Favorite hobby when not in the resto?
Reading.
I'm a gamer, actually.
Are
One of the-
you?
One of the first video gamers.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I love
What's the
my
last
video
book you read?
games.
The last book I read was by Machiavelli. Yeah.
That's not
bored.
easy reading.
No, but the funny thing is I don't even remember the title. So
That's okay. Take out or dine in?
Oh, my book? Psychology of Money, but yeah. What was the other?
Take out or dine in? Dine in here in
Yeah,
Manifesto.
It depends. But yeah, I would say dine in.
dine in.
Dine
I love
in.
sitting culture.
Music in the kitchen, yes or no? Oh, we
Yes.
said that.
We
said
Yes,
that,
We
yeah.
said that. Two foods that go together but don't go together.
Soy sauce and ice cream.
That actually works.
It really does.
Vanilla.
Vanilla
Yeah.
ice cream and soy sauce.
That shouldn't go together, but
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Magahum and mango. That's weird, right?
It is for the first time.
I mean,
it
for
is
the
weird.
Western
culture.
palate,
Yes, it
anyway.
is for the Western palate.
Yeah.
The first time I ever tried it. I mean, that's like my
Yeah.
example all the time. It's
Yeah.
like, oh. Any kitchen or dining accessory that you collect?
I'm a big fan of bottle openers.
Bottle openers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like spoons. I
Spoons.
really love spoons.
You're on the sofa watching a movie. What's on your snack board?
Fries, 100% fries. Crispy, golden.
Pasta and pizza.
Pasta and pizza. Pasta, pizza. I like all, but I like the fries. Usually for me, it's like chocolate, chips, and cheese.
Oh, you have like
right?
three
Or
courses on the
well,
table.
Or like it's like salty, sweet, salty, sweet. Like I gotta alternate,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Right? And then even texture, like
Yeah.
has to be crunchy too.
Yes.
That's why the chips. Okay, guys, this is the really fast one.
Okay.
You ready? I do want to tell you guys we're going to close out after I say goodbye and just share the lava cake because it was brought out when the kids said happy birthday and the tiramisu, so you can
Yeah.
absolutely enjoy desserts here as well. But we're going to end with the quick, ready? Eggs
Yeah.
Benny or avo toast?
Eggs Benny.
Carbonara or arrabbiata?
Carbonara.
Salted egg or spicy barbecue wings?
Spicy
Spicy.
barbecue wings.
You guys are like 3 for 3. Crispy pork knuckles or sausage platter?
Sausage
Knuckles.
platter.
Okay, that's where you differ. Osso buco or lamb shank?
Lamb shank.
Osabuco.
I like both. Wagyu burger or Reuben?
Reuben.
Wagyu.
Wagyu pizza or chicken parm pizza?
Wagyu.
Pizza.
Tiramisu or lava cake?
Tiramisu.
Lava
And
cake.
these last two, sinigang or nilaga?
Sinigang.
Sinigang. Yeah.
And of course the last, are you ready?
Yeah.
Which you guys both serve both here, tapa or tocino?
Tapa.
Tapa.
My mom's tapa. Wins
Tapa or
every
tocino?
time.
Tapa all the way. Okay, guys, this has been an incredibly fun episode here at Manifesto in BGC on 4th Ave. Make sure to come and check them out. Go ahead and follow them on Instagram and Facebook, Manifesto BGC. Say hello. And of course, guys, as always, keep cooking, keep sharing, and keep safe. See you next Tuesday.